But in Aruba them times, you have it children in secret
Why?
because something to do with the legislation. You're not supposed to when you work in there. You're not supposed to have children. Blah blah blah. I came from school one day, and my mother wasn't there. My grandmother was there, and when you come from school, in them times, you hungry, you want food. There was no food. A car came and took us to Belvedere. So that's when I got a culture shock
Why?
because the sea was far away. The sea was far away, and there was work to do.
So, Errol, thank you for doing this.
Thank you. Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Errol Hamlet.
And where are you from?
I'm from Carriacou, but I was born in Aruba. I born in Aruba in the in the 1950, 1954. I started off in Belmont. I did I left Aruba when I was 3 year old, and I was living in Belmont. Happy like a Lord.
So tell me about your parents.
My
What is their
parents,
backstory? Yeah.
my parents was Irene Hamlet, Irene Fleury, but she got married to Arthur Hamlet, and he never caught her. He never caught her. He write my grandmother a letter.
Oh,
So he liked me, mom.
how did that work? Tell me a bit more about that.
It worked. It worked. Letter. And before she knew it, she was on a boat to Aruba to meet him.
Oh,
It was like an arranged marriage.
right. So was that quite common then?
Yeah, yeah. The fellas used to ask the parents' permission to marry, and if you come from a good family, they'll agree.
Right.
So my dad agreed. My mom went to meet the dad, and they were married for 60 odd years after that.
So when she first met him, did she like him straight away? Did they like each other straight away? Or
Yeah, she knew of him because he's a very handsome man.
really? Ooh.
Yeah, he was a very handsome man. If you see my brother, you'll see my dad. He's very, very handsome, right? So they they met up in Aruba, and before you know it, they were married. But in Aruba them times, you have it children in secret
Why?
because something to do with the legislation. You're not supposed to when you work in there. You're not supposed to have children. Blah blah blah. And so they didn't register them in Aruba.
So they had him anyway, and
Yeah, I
then
mean, yeah,
carried on working.
yeah. Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So when my dad came back, he built his house in Belmont, and he I don't want to stutter in Belmont, and he left in 1957 for England.
Hmm.
But my mom stayed with us. So from 3 year old to 6 year old, I was having the time of my life in Belmont.
Right. Well, let's go back a bit.
Yeah.
So when you were so you were born in Aruba.
But yes,
How long were you in Aruba for?
3 years.
3 years.
No, 3 year old.
How many siblings have you got?
We got three of us born in Aruba. I got two sisters and a brother. My brother was born in Carriacou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's 3 years in Aruba. Then your dad went to England.
Yeah,
What did he go to England for?
for work.
What? How did he get the call? How did he know to go there?
That's one thing I didn't know. But I think what it was, no, his friend sent for him. His friend Millard Gay sent for him. They were very good friends. They went to Trinidad together. They went in Aruba together. They went to Carousel together, and they were such good friends. Millard Gay. He sent for my dad.
And what year was this?
This year was 1957.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. So let's go back. So we're going to come to that.
Yeah.
I just want to know a bit more about your Carriacou
Yeah,
story.
yes.
So you came back to Carriacou after
Yes.
3 years of
All, yeah.
being born in Aruba.
Yeah.
All of you came back, or
Yeah, my brother Eric was born in Carriacou.
yeah.
But my sister Teresa and Vonna was born in Aruba with me. Teresa was the first,
Mhm.
I'm the second, and Verna is the third, and Eric is the fourth. But he was born in Carriacou in 1957.
Right. And so you went back to, where did you live?
Belmont.
You were in, is that in your own house, or you
My,
found?
my father built a house from Aruba. We what they call an Aruba house in Belmont. And I was so happy down there because the sea was only 100 yards away.
Mhm.
So every morning, my mother used to look for this teacher called Jet Bido, right? And she says, look, teacher Jet is coming down the road. And he used to walk fast. He used to walk fast. So you run out the road to meet him and you go down the bay with him. You're safe. But my mother left. I came from school one day and my mother wasn't there. My grandmother was there. And you know, when you come from school, in them times, you hungry, you want food. There was no food. A car came and took us to Belvedere. So that's when I got a culture shock.
Why?
Because the sea was far away. The sea was far away, and there was work to do.
So what work were you doing?
We're farmers. My family is farmers. They have cattle, sheep, goat, pigs, you know, and gun and gun.
So,
So
so who were you farming for? Just your own, or people?
no for also needs, not for our own needs. Like my uncle was in school, so every time to pay his rent, they sell a bull. They sell a bull to pay for his schooling. They sell a bull. So we grow this bull and we grow this cows, right? And we had chores from the time you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have chores. When you're 5, you carry the milk. When it's 6, you're the one behind you. You start changing goats and sheep. When you're about 10-year-old, you with cows. and you find all these things before you go to school.
Wow.
You find all this before you go to school because it was a nightmare for it was a culture shock because I had to work. I
Wow.
could remember my grandmother saying, my grandmother was a very, very fair woman. She knew if it's one big, she'll share it with every one of you. Everybody get a piece. She never did anything. She never had no favorites. If anything was up, my grandmother will make sure you share. And if you tip it, she'll share it in front of all of share it between all of you, and don't give that person none. They want to tip it. Yeah. And then if you have cake and you go in the cupboard, a cake is like this, right? It's all right when it's old. They'll be there when I mean a whole cake. It's all right when it's there, right? The minute you get cut, it gets cut like so. By the time the afternoon is like that. Everybody cuts a piece, run and hide, you know?
Mm.
And she'll say, who cut the cake? And you'll say, not me, not me, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And she'll beat she used to call it Captain Don't to Cook. She beating everybody. Right? And then the one that don't cry, that's the one that take it. Yeah.
That's how she decided.
Yeah.
So when you moved back to Carriacou. So you were living with your mom, and your both grandparents.
No, I live with my mom
Mm-hmm.
because my father built his house.
Yeah.
I've got all my grandparents was alive. I've got my father's mother was alive, my mother's mother was alive, and my grandfather was alive. You know?
Wow.
So my grandfather and we had some cousins living with us in a little house. Well, our house was big comparing, but it was about 13 people living in one house.
Right. Before we go there,
Yeah.
tell me a bit about your grandparents. What were their names
So,
on both sides?
in Belvedere, she's known as Miss Ralph. Cousin Miss Ralph. Her father name was Ralph. He drowned at sea.
Say that again.
My grandmother's name was Miss Ralph.
Miss Ralph.
Yeah, she was named after her father.
Right.
He was drowned at sea.
Oh, he was drowned at sea.
Yeah.
Right.
And my grandfather was a flairy. He was born in Pitcairn, but he he never knew his father properly. His father went to Venezuela
Right.
at a very early age. So my great grandmother looked after my father, and my mother always tell me, my auntie, and grandma. And grandma was my great great grandmother. I didn't know, and auntie was Clifford Bob. Clifford Bob mother. So my grandfather and Clifford Bob grow together with another aunt called Frederica. So the three grew in the same yard as brothers and sisters. Like the first cousin were brothers and sisters. You know, am I making sense?
Yes, yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then yeah. So when it was, my grandmother looked after everybody. She made sure that everybody was looked after. And school days, am I going too far?
So tell me about school. So what was school like then? Where did you go to
I
school?
went to Dover Model School. I was just behind Henry. I should say that. It was just behind Henry in class. And it was very, very, school days were fun. It was very, very mischievous. We couldn't wait for dinner time to be playing police and thief or marbles or spinning top, or running around the school, or even having a little fight sometime with somebody. A little fight sometime, But nobody touches us because I was the flary guys was big guys, and the one for all, and all for one. So nobody touches us, If anybody's make the mistake and you go tell the big, somebody hit you on you, tell it, you tell the big one, what they'll do is they'll take it to him and say, knock him back, hit him back. And if you hit him slight, if it's in the, you tap him. They'll hit you because he hasn't hit him hard enough.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
So school. So you enjoy school. So who was your Did you have a favorite teacher at school?
Teacher Zita. We had fun with Teacher Zita.
Why?
She was young, and she was one of us.
How young was she? How old was she?
Teacher Zita must be about, she must have been 17, 18 when she was teaching us. Although we were 11 and 12-year-olds. Yeah, she was lovely. She never beat you or not like that. All the teachers come in the class and beat you.
So did you get a lot of beatings then at school?
Yeah. If you're late for school, you get beaten. And you've got all this chores to do in the morning. All this chores to do in the morning before you get to school. But one thing Mr. Bradford had, if you're late and you step in, he's watching. You get licks. So we used to be stepping in the road, and when we get to Cousin June pipe, the pipe on the side of the road, you should put water, wash your face with water all over your body, wet your shirt, and then start running to school. So when Mr. Prophet sees, he says, "Oh, he's trying to get to school on time."
So you knew all the tricks to get around
all
it.
The tricks. Yeah, all the tricks.
So where did you get to get beat? Just like on your hands or something, or
across the back, switch, type of switch. My friend Henry was one of the guys that used to go and get the whip, and then one day they sent him to get a whip. They sent him to get a whip because he was involved as well, and he bring with a big piece of pick a stick. He said, "Beat me with that, beat me with that." So they never. I think they stopped beating it in school. They stopped hitting it. The headmaster stopped. Not the headmaster. The teacher stopped hitting it in.
Why is that?
Yeah, because he brought up a big pick a stick. You can't beat nobody with that. That's scary.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Interesting. So what was life? So you enjoyed your life growing up as a young person in Carriacou?
I enjoy every bit of my life in Carriacou. Carriacou was, especially, there's a Belmont over, but when I got used to Belvedere, everything. I knew where every mango tree was, I knew where every sugar apple tree was, I knew where the cushu tree was, I know the plum trees, I know everything, I know where everything was. All the fruit trees. And we got seasons. Mango season, guava season, um, plum season. I know where everything was. All the mango tree that's hidden in the bush, we know it. We knew it. So you're never hungry. And then lately, when we got a bit older, our little boys just start cooking.
So who taught you how to cook then?
You cook yourself, salt and water. You start cooking yourself. Your first boil was very good, but your second is a bit better. And your third a bit better. Onion, salt, water, and you learn to cook it and flavor your pot.
So you just copied somebody, or
Copied my grandmother, but she didn't like little boys in the kitchen. Little boys had to go on to work, but I copied my grandmother, and she was a natural. And then my mother was a natural as well. So everybody, they were natural. My sister was looking after the house. She was about 10, 11 year old. And she was cooking for the whole family. Because she was watching my grandmother. Because by this time, my mom is in England, you see.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So before we get there, so tell me a bit more about Carriacou. So did you enjoy Carnival? Did you see
Love
it?
Carnival. Love Carnival. Carnival was a time when you got to pick your cotton. You got to make sure cotton is picked. And cotton is a nice thing to pick, on the boards. But the worst cotton is on the floor. You want to have drop on the floor, you got to pick it up and clean it. And then put it in the bag. And then when you go home, you got to clean it again. So cotton, but you got to make sure you got all your cotton bagged up and everything. Pick all the cotton, and you're ready for Carnival. And Carnival starts in Carriacou in January. As soon as Christmas starts, we start with the Bogles steel pan. Sorry, I keep moving like. You start with Bogle steel pan, and you'll be day in day out. You'll be boom, 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 tuning the pans, boom, 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 and then when the night time they're practicing, when they got it right, they go do a road match from Bogles up to all the way to Belvedere.
Wow.
So Carnival morning, it starts with Sunday night, Cambule, where everybody bring a piece. McDonald Corner up in Belvedere. Meldrum, where I want to stay. In Meldrum. We used to go up to McDonald Corner and cook in the house foundation. Then one night we were there cooking. Little boys, Henry was there as well, because Henry's garden was very, very fertile. These because they know in the hollow as well. So they had very, very fertile fruit. Peas were good. And Henry had to thief the most things to bring. He had to thief the most things to bring. So we passed by cousin Tamina, and you'll ask for an ounce of butter, right? But somebody else will be thieving something there, right? Sorry, love. Never get a chance to pay you back, right? And somebody thieving something there, and that one night we went. It was little boys. We were on the pot cooking, and you had a piece of salt beef as well, a piece of corn pork as well. In there, all the green peas camp all the time because the peas just. And this guy, we start stoning us. So we run. When he come out, the guy take the pot and go. Up to now, we don't know who took the pot. We had an idea it was. They stole us, the pot on fire. He waited till the pot was nearly finished. I took the pot and go with it. But it was, but Carnival was when, and then Monday was like Carnival Monday was the whole village have whole mass. So you try to make some money for Tuesday. So you just have you get some cardboard, you black it up, and you go around the village. Around I was pay the devil, and then it's like one mine was the boy not well, the boy got dead, the boy drink jizz last night for cocoa tea. So you go to the village saying that, and you might get a 10 cents by other people. But there was this guys, there was real old mass. But you were young, you was only 10, 11, 10, 11, real old mass. And that chain and horns. And you're coming up the road, you dress up in your old mass clothes, but because you forget you were these guys too. Do you understand? So when you see these guys, you thought what the whole wall had finished, You thought your wall had opened up because they were so fearful. You had to run. When you run and hide. When you look at yourself, say, old mass running from old mass. But I think it was those two guys from Limle, Jim and Chalo. Oh, they were fearful. Anyway.
Yeah, my Uncle Henry mentioned
Oh,
Jim
yeah.
and Shallow.
Yeah, they were frightened. They're frightening. They chain everything, And then John for Conclave, he had a chain. Shaking the chain. Say,
I used to run after you with it, or
then I don't need you to run after you. You see them, you run. You see them, you run. Right? You see them, you had to run. Because I don't know what they put in their eye. Their eye were red. Their lip was red. Like the devil, and they were black with tar. Black. And shaking. Man, you don't to me. Yeah. So you're running like hell. And then Tuesday morning was the best. The Tuesday morning was the best in Belvedere.
Why is that?
Because there was a lot of young men in Belvedere. And there's a lot of young men in Diallo. There's a lot of young men in Windward. And very few people carried at the time. But a lot of, we start from Windward. And they play them Shakespeare Mass coming across. And when our young men, I didn't play, I do like Boogie, Carlis, Quashies, Boogie, Carlis, my Uncle Ben, Winston, Quashi. When you see them, they're coming up the road and they're singing the Shakespeare Mass speeches at the stamping ground, and then they're getting in the crossroad, and they fight. They will do a little fighting or whatever, and with all the mirrors and the breaking mirror and everything, you go down to Bogles. But as one unit, when you get to Bogles are waiting for him with the Shakespeare Mass. Then from Bogles, you're going to Craigston. When you meet in Craigston, I remember there was one guy in Craigston. I was called him Roy. He was one guy in Boston, sorry, and he's in his cross. And he's jumping up when he see the band of mass coming. He started jump like he could jump 6 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet. He's just jumping. When they got to him, he forgot all his speech. He forgot all his speech. He didn't know what to say. So he got beat up. And then he go in town, they do the little fighting or whatever. And then you go back home for the main event. Although Monday evening they would have had a carnival parade. But I still love it. But as a little boy, you have 10 cents in your pocket and to get money. And the first thing you do, you buy cake with it.
What cake did you buy?
Drops. Maki drops or steady cake.
What are those? Describe them.
Drops is like a coconut, liquid coconut with bottom of the egg cake. and my steady was like bun, a tat, coconut tat as well. Yeah, yeah, coconut tat as well. Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
So, did you growing up? Did you have any? Did any of your grandparents do any like you know, if they picked in the actual bush any kind of bush medicines
Oh
or?
yes.
Tell me about bush medicines that you know of.
Black stage bush.
What does black sage do?
Well, they say it cleans the skin, it cleans your the inside, cleans you out. Black stage, every now and then they give black stage, and they get them. Oh, I'm not sure they knew about moringa at the time, but you had them boden bush, you had lime tea. You drink all that lime tea. But the most important, the best day of my life is school holidays. When you finish the Saturday before we go back to school, they give you sene and salts.
What was that?
Sene and salts.
What's that?
Sene.
Sene. What is sene?
Sene is like a cleanser to clean you out.
What is it, like a bush?
The bush or castor oil.
Oh, castor oil.
They give castor oil to drink and some sene. That will clean you out before you go to school.
So it's like a laxative.
Yeah. So that day, they'll feed you from morning till night. So you can be running to the toilet. So you got to make sure in your toilet all day long. Because when you barely start up, you're gone. And that was happening to your friends down the road as well. Because you're going back to school. All the rubbish you eat during the holidays. They try to clean it out. When you go to school, it's a fresh start. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So where did they learn that from?
I don't know. I think it comes from natural instinct. Natural. Because I mean, in Belmont, Tan Busy, she was like a little doctor. People used to go to Tan Busy for cure. You know, she was really, really good for cure. I know. I was young then, so I don't really know the sort of cure she gave.
What kind of ailments were they going to her with?
Well, I don't know. It's like if someone don't feel well, they go to Tan Busy, and Tan Busy will sort them out. You know, and the thing they're saying, like little boys pee, young boys pee. Come here, boy, come on, come pee, and they give you some people to drink. You know.
Really?
Yeah. There's little things like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And people believed it worked?
Yeah, they believed it worked, yeah. I think they believed it worked. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So talk to me about migration. So what were the circumstances of you coming to England? So in terms of your mum, when did your mum left first?
Yeah, 1960.
And left you boys in Carriacou.
Yeah, she left us with grandma, my grandparents.
So she came in 1960. 60. So
yeah.
Your dad called for her?
My dad called for her, yeah. And she came. And that day she came, I came from school and she went there. And my grandma was waiting for me. While she was waiting for us, a car was waiting for us. There were 3 cars in Carriacou at the time. The car waited for us and went up to Belvedere. And then it was like my grandmother and my mother now, because I was only 6-year-old. You know, I was 6-year-old. You're 6-year-old in the Caribbean, you think you're a big man, but I was 6-year-old, but my grandmother became our mom then. And she was such a fair woman, it was unbelievable. She treated every one of her children the same.
And what was her name again?
Miss Ralph.
Miss Ralph.
Yeah, Miss Ralph. She treated every one of her children the same. And my granddad was hardworking. He did the cows. My Uncle Ben, my Uncle Winston was in college. My Uncle Godwin, and we had Samson, Joe, my cousins were staying with us as well. Samson, Joe was staying with us. Anna, Virginia.
So how many in your grandma's house then at that point?
There were 13 people.
So all their parents had gone to England
No,
and
the two
emigrated.
parents. My aunt had 4 children. She had 4 children, and my mother left 4 children. That's 8, right? That's my uncle Godwin. That's 9. My grandma, my granddad. That's 11, and my uncle Ben and my aunt Idris. It's 13 family in one house.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, my aunt Idris. Yeah.
So you were in that house together for how long before you left?
No, my aunt and my uncle left soon after.
After your mom came?
Yeah,
Yeah.
soon after my mom came, my aunt and my uncle left. And then we got another and when my aunt left her son, Philbert, with us as well. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So how did you get to England? So your mum and dad were here in England.
Yes.
And how did you get word of to come?
Well, I was my grandmother right hand sort of thing. Like she send me, I go and come quick. Go and come quick. I like to play marbles, so the quicker I go, the quicker I come back. And she sent me. She said I was going to town, and somebody broke the news to me on the bus. On the bus, and they broke the news saying that Irene said for she children, Irene and she children is going. My mom came back. Oh, my mom came back in 1966, and she gave my grandmother a break to go to Canada for Expo 67 in Canada.
But explore.
Expo 67.
What's that?
There's something, there's some kind of a thing that's going on Expo 67, Expo 68, Expo 69. It's happening in Canada.
What is it?
It's not like a festival.
Okay. What kind of festival is that?
It's like, I don't know. It's like, we'll have to look it up. Expo 67. You should be on Google.
So your mum came back to
England
to Carriacou
go, and my uncle Winston gave her an holiday, my grandma an holiday to America, Canada, and England.
in 1966.
Yeah, 1966, and for a year. And then my mom came back. My grandmother came back in 67, and we traveled in 68
With your mum.
with my mom.
All of your siblings.
All of us, everybody. The house was empty.
So like 4 of you and your mum.
No, but it's complicated. My other aunties, well, my 4 cousins, which is Samson, Joe, Anna, Virginia, had already left for England. So left for England, we got my auntie Gwenny brought back Norman, Sula Ezra, Norman, Ezra, and Asula, and she left the Sula with us. So we had to go back. So when we were leaving Carriacou, we had Philbert, Sula, me, Teresa, Von, and Eric. And by this time, we had 2 possible Grenada staying with us as well, Laurel and Gregory. And Oman Alexander, his grandparents had died. So he was staying with us as well. It's all bumbled up, isn't it? You be able to fix that?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. So Oman stayed back. Mom didn't send for him yet. So Oman stayed back with my grandparents. Him, Gregory, and Laurel. Stayed back with my grandmother, 3 people. But I remember the day we was on that boat going down to Grenada.
What was that like?
I cried from Carriacou to Grenada. Because my grandma came on the jetty, and she took I could sit down. She took one look at us. We all sat down on Starlight. She took one look, and she just walked off. She didn't say a word. I chased her from my eyes.
Oh.
Chased her from my eyes. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to have to go back and see her alive. And then I went back.
And you did go back?
Yeah, I went back and see them all alive.
Oh.
See all my grandparents alive. But this grandmother, she took one good look at us and she said, just shake, let's just go.
She knew that might be the last time you'd see
Yeah.
you guys.
And then I went back in 1966, no, in 1975. They were still alive.
Wow.
And I went from Trinidad, I fly to Trinidad, and I get the early plane to Carriacou from Trinidad. And while I land in Pulse Airport, there's another plane for Carriacou straight away. Got a plane. So I was in Carriacou for 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah. So I got a taxi from the airport and I went all the way up to Belvedere. So in the old days, they used to say, when somebody's coming from England or America or whatever, blow your horn, blow your horn. So as I come around the corner, Belvedere, I live on top Belvedere. I come from Belvedere. It says, blow your horn, blow your horn. So he blows them, prop, 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 prop. No reaction. So I had to carry my case all the way down. You have a handbag and a case. All the way down to, because I live inside the road. I carry my case all the way down. And I got inside, my grandfather was having his breakfast. And my grandmother was getting ready for town. My grandfather went down on his knees and kissed me too.
Wow.
My grandmother came out of the bedroom naked. She didn't care. She did not care. She just came and she gave me such a big hug. That was the time of my life. She couldn't believe that she saw grandson. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really special.
Very
Wow.
special, yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
So the journey to England on the boat, can you remember the boat name?
Ipina.
The Ipina.
Yeah.
And what was that journey like for you
It
guys?
was nice. It was nice. It was at first, you got in the boat and your food was, you see white chicken. You never see white chicken before. White food, beans, you never see beans before. And it's just nasty. It was like ugly food. You know, this food is ugly, spaghetti, all that. But when you get used to the boat and the buns and the I don't drink pineapple juice now because I've had it too much on the boat.
So even from
Yeah.
all the way
Yeah.
back then, you still
Yeah,
don't
but
like
the
it?
boat was good because we spent 31 days on the sea.
31 days.
Yeah.
Remember where you went to?
Yeah. We went to Trinidad. We land from Grenada to Trinidad to Venezuela, La Guaira. And then we went up to Curacao. From Curacao went to Jamaica. From Jamaica we went back all the way back down to Caracas in Venezuela.
That's quite far.
Yeah. Then went back up to Guadeloupe. Yeah, Guadeloupe. Yeah, Guadeloupe. And we did St. Lucia. And everywhere we went twice.
So what year was this?
1968.
68. So were they like picking up people like yourselves from all the islands?
They picked people up from all the islands, yeah, to come to England.
So,
But then again, that other tourists on the boat, the other tourists on the boat as well. There are white people on the boat as well. So they were like a cruise ship.
So back then,
Yeah.
actual Caribbean cruising.
Yeah, I had a Caribbean
thing.
cruise. I did have a Caribbean cruise, yeah.
So it was a thing. So
Yeah.
that interesting, right? No one's really mentioned that touristy.
Oh yeah.
kind
Tourists,
of,
yeah.
Cruise ships.
Yeah.
So it was mainly
You-
people
you
from
were-
England.
You were meant to be taking people to England, but it took us from the Caribbean to Genoa in Italy. That's where the Caribbean, and then you find a way from Genoa to Dover, right? Not to France, and from France to Dover.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not really talked about much. The fact
Uh,
that these ship, they put on specific ships to pick up people from the Caribbean, but no, they utilize the cruise ships or.
Yeah, on ours we had people going to Spanish people going to Venezuela and all sorts, and it was like we were like tourists. When the boat land, you walk out, you go to the shopping centers and all that. Yeah, we're like tourists. But something happened in Curacao with because we were like the last batch of boys, young boys to take a family to England because they're getting really strict with the immigrants, and there's a lot of young boys on the boat. So when we got to Curacao, the bridge was swinging.
I've seen that bridge.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes.
it's swing bridge, swing bridge. But on the other side, there was something that you could sit down on and you could roll on it. You could sit down on it. It's different now. I saw it the other day. It's different. Boys, hey boys, let's go ride. So well, with his mothers, yeah. The big boys is with the mothers, and I was a big boy with my mother. Cleophas, he never admits it, but Cleophas was there. Um, Mose was there. A guy called Bredin was there. A few more of us. Right? We went on the bridge ride, and then the old people was that night when we get back in the cabin. We got so much leaks, so we were banned from going out. Then we never went out again. But we found other things to do. If- we found other things to do. The boat stored the potatoes at the front of the boat. so so we still gonna have potato fights on the boat.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you left in, what was that, 68?
68.
68, and then took 30 odd days
Yeah, let's
to
see.
get
Yeah,
to England.
yeah.
So you came into where in England?
Genoa, Italy.
And then you
A train to France,
trained to France.
and from France to Dover, and but my mother had other people's children as well, looking after. So, but there were six of us. We had another two in the same cabin, right? And Carol and Gregory, yeah, Carol, Gregory, Rog, Philbert, Sula, yeah. All living in the same cabin as us.
Wow. And so who met you in the UK? Who met you guys?
My auntie Gwenny, came with her husband. They had a little van.
Auntie Gwenny was your mum's
Sister, my mom's sister, and they came to pick us up. And then my uncle Cuthbert, yeah, he came as well. He came as well to pick up his Philbot.
And what time of the year was it in England? Was it cold?
It was April, yeah, back end of April. It was freezing.
How did you feel when you first came to England?
Trapped.
Trapped?
Yeah. I felt I was trapped. I felt I had no freedom.
Why did you feel trapped?
Because you're in a house all day.
And how old were you?
13.
13.
13 and a half. Yeah, in fact, I would have been 14 in June. I felt trapped, really, really trapped. Because we got into London and we woke up out of the bed and he sat in the house. He sat down in the house.
Were you going to school? Did they enroll
No.
you to school?
That was when I first got here.
Right.
And then when I came from London, we spent a couple of days in London. I come to Huddersfield. Well, I'm even more disappointed.
Why?
Everywhere was black. The place was black
Why was it black?
because of the smoke. The industry, all the buildings were black. Yeah, and obviously, what are you looking for? A big country. What are you looking for? Looking for the sea line. Where's the sea? Because we used to see. Where's the sea? Where's the sea? No sea. Right? Depression. Just as in, you sat in the house. We had a two-bedroom bed sit. My dad. Two-bedroom bed sit, and it was like prison. I don't know what prison like, but it was like you're in the house all day, and you go outside, you come back in straight, you're cold. You know. Then Then we started school, and that was good.
So what was your school like? What was your first school like then?
Very good, yeah, very good.
What was it called?
Salin Nook.
Say that again.
Salin Nook. Salin, SALEND
Yeah.
INE.
Okay.
Salin Nook.
Okay.
NWK. Salin School, yeah. That was good.
Oh,
But before that, all this time, because I know this guy called Henry from back home, and he knew I was coming to England.
and that's Henry Cudjoe.
Henry Cudjoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I knew he knew I was coming. He didn't realize we spent 31 days on the sea. Every day he was coming to look for me. Errol come yet? Errol come yet? Errol come yet? Anyway, when he finally came and he saw and he met me, he was so happy. He gave me threepence.
He gave you threepence.
Yeah, threepence. We call it threepence. Yeah. it was punctual and pence at the time. They give me threepence, right? The funny shape one is like a pound now. And you know, that's the biggest frigate I've had. He always remind me of that threepence he gave me. But we've been friends all this time, and we're still friends.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
So settling in, did you sort of like mix with the local kids from Huddersfield?
Yes.
The English kids?
You mix with English.
Did you get on well with them?
You get on well with some of them. Some of them, no. The poor whites mix with blacks. But the rich upper class toughy knows they had this sort of a thing about them. But the poor whites stay with you because people are bullies. Rich people are bullies. So they used to call these guys names, but they stick with us. And there was, up to today, when you see them, they always thank you for protecting them at school.
They thanked you for protecting
the black boy, the other black boys,
yeah,
for playing with them. But afterwards, I met white people. To me, everybody's equal. Mm-hmm. Everybody's equal, and we get on right fine. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So brilliant. So what was your first house like? So you came when you were 13.
Yeah.
So you kind of grew up, you went to school.
Yes.
So you kind of didn't have the experience of having to buy a first house because you came to your parents.
Yeah.
Did you? Interesting. So what do you miss about Carriacou now?
Everything. Sunshine, fresh food, the freedom you have in Carriacou. Mm-hmm. I still maintain that. Every time I go to Carriacou, I still maintain that freedom. We sit down. You ain't got to care in the world. You got to care. You don't even worry in Carriacou. Mm-hmm. In England, you've got all this worrying thing to do. This worry to do. In Carriacou, you don't even worry. You just get up. You go down by the beach. You relax. I'm so relaxed in Carriacou. It's unbelievable. I loved it. I love Carriacou.
Mm-hmm. So what does it mean to you? What does Carriacou mean to you now?
Everything. Carriacou means a lot to me. Carriacou is home. Although I've been here so long, Carriacou is home. Carriacou is big home, It's home. I can't explain it. It's home. All my friends, you go to Carriacou, I can't go nowhere. My friends are there, But unfortunately, in the past few years, as the age goes by, we keep losing a few of them, A few of them, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Errol, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your time.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's not mungled up.
No, it's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.